Hello everyone, this is Karen and hope you all doing well. In today's video, I'll be talking about how to know if you have an emotional connection with someone. So if you like the video related to manifest power, I would like to request you all please to like the channel, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that I will come up with more and more videos with lots and lots of information. So here we begin, let's go. How to know if you have an emotional connection with someone. I don't feel connected to you. Some people may take that as a throwaway comment, but it's a common relationship reframe that should be activating your spidey senses. It signals a call to action and indication that your partner doesn't feel close to you, and it's leading to disconnection. But what does it mean to have an emotional connection with someone anyway? Now, what's an emotional connection? An emotional connection is a feeling of alignment and intimacy between two people that goes beyond just physical attraction, having fun together, surface level conversation, or even intellectual similarities. Instead, it feels like you are connecting on a deeper soul level and feel secure connecting that deeply. Just like children, adults need to feel a secure attachment to another adult, couple, therapist. So that means it's important for us to know that someone will be consistently available, especially in time of physical or emotional needs. Think of it this way. This type of connection imbues the relationship with emotional texture, adding an essential feeling of security that establishes a foundation for genuine intimacy to blossom. When we feel unsafe to let down our guard, that bond between couples can be superficial at best, as humans the need for emotional connection is wired into our survival. So signs of an emotional connection: you care about each other's needs and desires. You have an emotional connection with someone when you care about their needs and they care about yours. When there is an emotional connection with someone, you want them to be happy, right? So therefore, an emotional connection to someone naturally results in you wanting them to get the things they want in life. The second one is you share openly. When you have an emotional connection with someone, you feel comfortable sharing your values, beliefs, and dreams with each other, so you can support and champion one another. Ask yourself these questions: are you speaking freely? Are there things that you hold back from the conversation? If you feel nervous, that you feel scared them away by revealing too much, take note of that emotion and question why you're hesitating to open up. Then the third part, you don't just hear each other, you really listen. When your partner comes to you with trouble or concern, you found yourself creating space for them to air it out. By stopping activity, turning off the game, and putting your cell phone away and diverting your full attention to them, it helps your partner fully open up. The same goes for when you are the one who needs help. If we don't feel heard, it can lead to a feeling of shame or abandonment. Active listening demonstrate or real emotional connection. Active listening include being present with and paying attention to the person talking, as well as demonstrating you are listening through eye contact and head. Now you know each other deeply. You don't just engage in the superficial aspect of someone's personality. You take it a step further, giving someone access to the part of yourself that you typically reserve for your loved ones. People searching for an emotional connection want depth and to sincerely know their partner, flaws and all. After you share the embarrassing childhood memories over time, the sharing gets deeper and deeper, leading to mutual trust, respect, deep understanding. You are able to be vulnerable and share a deeper part of yourself. Now, the fifth part, you are interested in each other's hobbies even if you don't get it. Your partner's interests may not be things that you are naturally drawn to, but when we have an emotional connection to someone, we often found ourselves wanting to at least educate ourselves about someone of their interest as a way to be closer to them. For example, your partner loves experimental music and going out to shows every weekend. While it's not your favorite music, you still tag along because you want to spend time with them, even though you don't quite understand it. It may seem like a small effort, but those small acts are the very building blocks you need to nurture a strong relationship. By taking an active interest in each other's hobbies, asking them about it, and planning dates you know they will love. It's another way you are demonstrating I see you. Now the sixth part, it's all about the little details. They know what you like in your coffee order, and yes, your oatmeal preferences, and how your cat always wake you up in the morning at 4 a.m. They are legitimately invested in your day-to-day life. According to Pinnock, you are not only curious about things that have happened to over the lifetime, you're interested in their daily mundane experiences, what they ate for lunch that day, what their annoying coworker. Knowing the little details of our partner's life strengthen emotional connection because it helps you build intimacy, trust, and familiarity. Then the seventh part is a judgment-free zone. You both know how to help the other feel seen and heard without judgment. Instead of jumping in with problem solving and fixing their emotions, you use validating statement that hold space for their emotional experience, whether it's pleasant or painful. It's scary to put yourself out there and not know how the other person will respond. That's why it's so much sweeter when those very emotions received and accepted with care. Now the eighth part, you can find the silver lining in conflict. Having an emotional connection doesn't mean you won't disagree or have conflict. It's important to learn how to stay present, cope with emotional flirting, and be respectful during conflict. So confrontation can be intense, but if you both want the relationship to work, you both take it as a creative challenge. It doesn't have to be contentious, but instead serves as an opportunity to have a constructive interaction and address issues that can improve the relationship. By being honest with each other, it helps you develop deeper level of trust, which improve intimacy. So the ninth part, you are sympathetic to their experiences. If you care for someone and two of you have an emotional connection, you care what happens to them, and in a lot of ways. So what happens to them happens to you. Having this perspective will squarely put you two together on the same team, adding more intensity to your shared bond. Now it's truly a 50-50 partnership. Relationship can only flourish if there is an equal effort by both parties. You can tell if you are the only one putting in all of the effort, it will feel like a one-way relationship, because it is. With you both putting in equivalent time and effort, it will strengthen the bond. Now you feel seen and understood. They finish your sentence. You can have a full conversation with one look. Communication is easy and for the most part effortless. That's because when you have an emotional connection, you actually like each other, your values align, and you share a lot of similarities. Now, you know yourself well. Before you can develop an emotional connection with someone else, you need to have one with yourself. This means you are able to identify and name your emotions, needs, and desires. Grosso explains it's hard to feel an emotional connection to someone when you don't understand your own emotions and values. To be emotionally connected with your own core values is to be emotionally intelligent and self-aware. By having this deep sense of knowing what you want and don't want, it will help you stay grounded and not easily weigh in the face of someone else's preference. That's all about the manifest power in this video. I hope you really loved it. I'll definitely come in the next video with my another content. Till then, God bless you. Bye-bye and take care.